Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And today I'm here with a special one for you guys. I know it's been a really long time since I posted my last video, but here I am. Today I'm going to be your tour guide for SeaWorld. As we entered the parking space, we had a view of the large compound, and there was plenty of parking spots with sunshades for cars. We were provided with a cart that drove us to the entrance. Right outside the entrance there was a SeaWorld board where visitors could take pictures. Right as we entered, we were welcomed by two waterfalls that are built around rocks, and we were surrounded by large glass walls. The first place that we visited was the Abu Dhabi Ocean, where at the start was a tank for sea cucumbers and starfish that we could pet. The whole biome of Abu Dhabi was decorated in a way to represent Abu Dhabi's environment. It included palm trees, rocks, sand and boats. Once we had fully covered the Abu Dhabi Ocean, we went into this tunnel that led us to the main area. This tunnel was like a teleportation tunnel. It transitioned us from Abu Dhabi Ocean to a whole new place. From the main area, we could see the entrance of all the oceans. The main area was so mesmerizing because of the 360-degree projection around the place and the globe revolving at the center. At different times, the globe showed different things, such as the travel path of fishes across the world, or sometimes just the world map. The ceiling was made of unique designs of circular shapes combined together. Next, we moved on to the polar ocean. The entrance, as you can see, was designed as a glacier cave. Furthermore, the ceiling up ahead was a hemisphere with a 360-degree projection. It almost felt like I was in a Disney movie. The first thing that we saw once we entered the Arctic subdivision was the tufted puffins and the auks. They were kept in a very realistic looking preserve with rock walls, deep waters and bushes. Up next, we moved on to the massive walrus pool, where we saw walrus floating around on the surface of the water. It looked like as if they were lazy on a fine summer day and they just wanted to swim around. We were also fortunate enough to see them being fed. There was a staircase that took us to a level beneath, where we could see the walrus pool but from in the water. It was almost like we were in the water with it. Then we moved to this room. It looked like a glacial cave where they had built a play area for kids that looked like a submarine. I think this was a good idea for the parents that needed a little break from all the walking and could let their kids have fun knowing that they're in a safe place. We were told by one of the very welcoming staff that there would be a seal show around the time, so we all headed to Rocky Point to watch it. It was a show meant to educate younger children on how animal hunting affects animals. It was also entertaining for adults as the actors used humor and kept interacting with the audience, which made the show spectacular. Once the seal show was over, we went to the tropical ocean. As we entered, it was a whole new environment. Right at the beginning, there were two restaurants to our sides. A bit ahead was this walkway with this massive artificial tree on top of it. It looked so realistic that I had to touch it just to convince myself it was artificial. Here was a flamingo preserve, which looked and felt like an actual beach. The flamingos had such vibrant pink skin and feathers, and at times the flamingos would get really close to us, so close that you could almost touch them. Beside the walkway there was the dolphin pond where we saw the dolphins jump out of the water, and towards one side the dolphin trainers were training them. There were these tall tree structures with actors dressed up as cheetah, ringtail lemur and mouse lemur doing a dance performance. It included them climbing and swinging from the trees. There was also a shallow pool filled with stingrays and small fish. The best part was that you could pet the stingrays. They had such unique skin texture. It was so soft and almost frictionless. We were all a bit tired of the walking, so we decided to take a break at the main area. We sat there and enjoyed the night filled with stars. The next ocean on the list was the Endless Ocean, which started off with an escalator that took us a level up. At both the sides of this escalator there were two big aquariums with corals inside. The first thing we laid our eyes on was the big tank containing baby hammer-headed sharks and small fishes. If you guys are Star Wars fans, you've probably noticed by now that the interior of the Endless Ocean somewhat resembles the inside of a Death Star from Star Wars. Once we were on the main area of the Endless Ocean, right in front of us was a massive hemispherical glass, through which we could see a docking station built under the water. With this glass, you could lean on it and take pictures as if you're falling right into the water. Going down this escalator felt like being inside of a tube which was submerged inside a very beautiful ocean. Ahead was another hemisphere. This one was like a snow globe. The glass was almost 6 inches thick. We had such a mesmerizing view of the life underwater through this globe. On the walls of the cave were glowing lights. These lights are supposed to represent bioluminescent planktons. Every aspect put into making this whole park was done by such perfection. We have to keep in mind that this is the world's biggest aquarium. At the end of the cave, there was a very tall piece of single glass that let us see into the aquarium. This glass piece was probably 10 times my height. Towards the end, we saw a mechanical model of a robotic arm that was kept to demonstrate the arm of submarines. We could rig this arm using 2 joysticks. I think this is a good way to show the current generation on how far technology has evolved and the various ways we use it. The last ocean we were to cover was the micro-ocean. This was the most crowded ocean, and that was because it consisted of all the rides for children. The whole environment in micro-ocean was built on one thought: to make it enjoyable for kids. Most of the time, kids aren't able to ride roller coasters or other rides because of their height. But here, all the rides were designed so that kids could have fun that they couldn't in other places. The one thing that I was very excited for was the Manta coaster. The entrance to the Manta coaster was from the tropical ocean. I was a bit scared the first time, but the fear quickly faded away. It was so much fun that we went on it 3 times. Right below the main area was an animal care center. Down here there were ill animal treatment rooms and also operation theatres. When I got to know that they use such specialized facilities for animal treatment, I was shocked. I probably would have never learned this if I hadn't visited SeaWorld. There was even a dolphin support pool for the dolphins that were being treated. Beside the dolphin support room was a room where the food for dolphins and other animals were prepared. Towards the end, as we were leaving, we saw a knife juggling show. The show was entertaining for the kids' audience as the jugglers made jokes that made everyone laugh. Overall, I had a lot of fun and I got to learn a lot of new things. I even had an experience that I hadn't in other theme parks. If any of you guys are thinking of visiting SeaWorld, I suggest you'll need at least 6 to 7 hours including breaks to cover the whole park. And don't forget to carry water bottles with you. That's all for now, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!